Nasdaq 100 continued its downward journey last week. We have discussed that possibility of a third red candle exists and precisely achieving lower highs. We can see it coming to the next support levels, and in fact it has breached the critical support levels at 14600 before showing a bounce back or a recovery till towards 14685, closing the week at 14685. Now what to expect next week? Is it going to yield another big bearish candle and take it to the next support levels here at 14300 and 250 zone, or we can see a bounce back from here because three red candles are done and a possible recovery is seen? Which position you should take trading tech 100 next week? We will see with the help of charts and indicators. First charts followed with indicators. Towards the end we will summarize our observation throughout this analysis, and also I will give you the trading levels in writing which you should be cautious of, which you should be watchful of. And remember, your every action, every like, every share, every subscribe and comment is a great support, motivation, inspiration for me to deliver on time every time. I share my twice a day analysis without failing, first with the Asia session and then with the US session, so that definitely which adds meaning to your day-to-day decisions. And hence do press the bell icon also and stay tuned with the latest updates. You can also remain updated by joining my free Telegram channel. The link is mentioned in the channel and video description. With that, let's start. First, let's have a look at the daily charts. On the daily charts, you can see three consistent sharp red candles and then a pullback candle. You can see it has almost ended in a doji, and this could be a reversal sign only and only if you see Tech 100 again is staying above 14800. So remember, only and only if we see Nasdaq 100 is staying above 14800, we can expect that this is a reversal and we can see a further more retracement. Now where this retracement can lead to, you can see it was trading in this bearish channel. It has breached this bearish channel. Now this is very important because see, it has breached this channel and 14800 now is going to remain a critical resistance level. So if it tries to fall back within the channel, then possibility for it to achieve 15,000 or close to 15,000 levels again exist. So this is where we should be watchful of. First, we need to watch out how it behaves at around 14800 levels. If it does stay above this, we can expect it to either achieve this or this zone, which is at 14950, 15,000 levels or 15,050 zone. This complete zone is going to remain a critical resistance for Tech 100 if it continues to move upwards from here. Remember, right now it is given a breakout out of this bearish channel, and this was a strong pull which we have seen on the downside. Now next point here is, see, there was definitely a good great support here. We can see this at around 14570, 14650 zone. It is definitely a good support. We can see previously it acted as a resistance. Multiple candles failed to stay above these levels, stay below and has closed below these levels. So now again it is proving out to be a good support because the resistance earlier is definitely a good support later. Now because below this, if it stays below 14600 levels and 14570 levels, first target should be 14500, then 400, and then ultimately we are going to look at 200 levels. Yes, it has a probability for it to achieve those levels as well. I will show you with the help of indicators why I am saying so. But right now, if you look at, this could be a possible sign of reversal if it stays above 14800. I will not say reversal but retracement, and this could possibly take it further highs. Now this is just on the daily charts. Now let's have a look at the weekly. On the weekly charts, we can see it was trading in this bullish channel. So far it has breached this channel, and now once it stays below this channel, it will try to attempt and achieve lower lows. How far it can drop in the future? It can in fact come back to the support zones here. Yes, there is a probability, but first is it has to break below 14200 levels. Then 13500 600 zone is going to be the first and very strong support, and then 13200 13,000 levels. It has a potential to drop till towards these levels. Remember this fact, it has a potential, and this, in fact, this drop should be only treated as a retracement because see, a long sharp journey and then this is a retracement. So after this retracement, it can again resume its upward journey. Remember the fact, right now it is bearish. Right now it may continue. Now see, after a small bearish candle, a big bearish candle, increasing size. Now this candle can be further bigger in size. We have to be watchful, and that is why I say even see, it can try to rise. However, 14800 15,000 is going to be a great resistance. In fact, if you see it staying below 15200. Do not treat Tech 100 as bullish. Every rise till 15200 now is an opportunity to sell. Remember this fact. Every rise till 15200 is an opportunity to sell. That is what I will recommend. And remember, at the beginning of the month in August, when I shared my monthly review for Nasdaq 100, I shared very clearly that there is a crash waiting, and that is what we are sticking here. Now coming to the month, on the monthly charts, see, you can clearly note this point. If you just connect the lows and highs of this channel, you can see first of all, uh, bullish candles have been seen in last few months, and we have seen it retracing from 11,000 to almost 16,000 levels. So this is almost 55, 50, 60% rise, and now it is trying to retrace, and this is for the first time it is giving a bigger red candle. It has opened flat, lower lows are achieved, and this is also the bottom of the channel, and that is why I say 14600 levels, 14500 levels, these are very, very good support zone. In fact, I will say till 14400 there are good support for Tech 100. Once it is drops below this, remember what it will try to do. Once it drops below this zone at 14500, you can expect it to yield and drop below these levels also. It can erase the gains for the last 2 months in a single candle. We can expect it to hit 14,000 levels also. Now see what has happened here. You can see this. The rise on this candle was almost from 13,000 to 14,500 in a single month, 1500 points. Now, if you count 1500 points from these levels, you will see 15800 to 1500 points, which suggests 14300. And we have also calculated 14300 is a very good support zone. So yes, it can try to erase the gains for the last couple of months in this candle. There is a probability for it. But right now it is a very critical zone, very critical support levels. And why this could be support? See what could happen if it tries to retrace from here. It can come down again for 15200 levels towards the month end, close the month at around these levels, 15,200, 15,100, and then the next candle can be increasing in size, and it is going to take it further down. This is also one of the outcomes which we can expect here. Now let's have a look at the indicators on the monthly chart. The prices were too much divergent from the moving average. It is trying to converge. That is why we say 13,500 levels are now going to be the next support levels, which are going to be very, very strong support levels. So this is the zone where we are going to see maximum support for Tech 100 around 13,000 levels, and this is still a retracement. Stochastic monthly was overbought, and it is looking forward to a down move. And you remember, month beginning itself, we have declared that there is a crash coming for Tech 100. And now only point is the MACD. Now the MACD here is trading with bullishness here, and you can also note that this crossover has been seen after long here at these levels. Now see, it stayed bullish in this zone for years, almost 10 to 15 years. It has retraced, it is erased all the rise in just couple of years, and now it is crossed off after a long time. But remember, it was trading with bullishness. What will happen? It is just a retracement. It can try to converge a bit. What does this means? This could try to converge a bit slowly, not crossover, for so that it can take couple or more months for it to converge till towards this level, and then again resume the upward move. So this is still staying bullish. Maybe couple of months or more can be bearish for next 2 to 3 months. We can see it staying bearish. It can achieve try to go close to 13,400, 500, in fact 13,000 levels before it looks over to up move. RSI is here looking down. Coming to the weekly charts, on the weekly charts as well, it has breached the channel here. This is a support zone which it has breached. Yes, the prices were divergent from the moving averages, and that is what we have recommended, that whenever you see a divergence, definitely prices always comes to hunt the moving average. And see, right now it is situated at around 14,500, and lower levels you can see 14,400, close to 14,400 is where the 20 period is sitting. Hence, it can try to breach or touch these levels. In fact, it can try to go further lower till 14,300 levels before looking forward to a pullback. Yes, these are trading with extreme divergence, and hence a little convergence for next few weeks cannot be denied, which might pull the prices for 13,400, 13,000 levels. Now 13,000 is the base case for the near future. Stochastic has dropped vertically. It has come back to oversold zone. It does not mean that it cannot stay here. It is just about to enter. It can stay here for a few weeks before it looks over to a rise. Now why there is a crossover. You see, we have been telling long that it has achieved higher highs at this zone, and there must be a crossover for sell. Now this time it has crossed over. Remember, this is the first red candle, and this is going to diverge for a little while, and hence a crash must be cooking for tech 100 here. We have to be careful, watchful, observe it. It can continue because see, this is the first red candle after the series of bullishness. Hence there should be a little retracement for next few weeks, 2 to 3 months. It is going to stay bearish. We can expect it to hit 13,000 levels on the downside. Now see, RSI is looking downwards here. It was overbought. Coming to the daily charts. On the daily charts, now the moving average is on the verge of a crossover. This is converged strongly. Yes, 100 period moving average given it a support. Resistance is seen at 15,200. Very, very strong resistance here. Now also it is stayed outside Bollinger Band. Possibly the next candle could take it stretches further before closing above the Bollinger Bands. That is what we can expect. But yet it might stay bearish. Now the only thing is the stochastic, which is oversold, which calls for a little retracement. So yes, it does not mean that it cannot stretch it here. It can stretch the drop for a little while before reversing. And we suggest it can try to achieve 14,300 levels, 14,400 levels before trying to retrace or reverse a little. Now look at MACD. It is extremely divergent, bearish, looking downwards, and uh, it does not mean that it cannot achieve lower lows. It can. RSI is also looking downwards. It has not yet entered into oversold zone. So now we have seen the charts, we have seen the indicators. Time for me to summarize our observation and give you the trading levels and strategy. But before I give you the trading levels, I have a couple of offerings for you. First is my mentorship batch, and 25th batch is going to start on first week of September. Only limited seats are available. Reach out to me for more details. My Telegram and email IDs are mentioned in the channel and video description. Also, you can be part of my signals channel where trading as per the signals you can definitely benefit. Reach out again on the same IDs for more details. Now with that, our observation on the near-term outlook for Nasdaq 100 is still going to remain bearish for the next couple of months or more. We are going to stay bearish. We are looking at a lower levels. We can expect it to in fact go till towards 13,500, 13,000 levels. Positional sell entry can be taken at around 15,200. If it tries to retrace on the upside, every rise is an opportunity to sell, and possibly we may see it dropping further. On the upside is limited. Only above 15,200 we can expect that it is reversed and it is going to resume its upward bull run. Be careful till 15,200 levels. We can expect it to reverse again and trade with the bearish bias. So this is something. Now let me give you the trading levels here. First thing is on the upside. Yes, only bullishness is above 14,800, but yes, you can buy here at 14,720, 14,720, 14,760 and 14,800. Now till 14, as long as 14,800 is not reached, the chances of further rise will be limited here. In fact, 14,840, once it breaches beyond 14,800, 840 zone is where more bulls will come in picture, and we can expect it to retrace further for 14,920, 14,970 and then 15,050 levels. There is a possibility. We cannot deny that it cannot retrace. See, every drop can be followed with a little retracement, and hence 15,050, 15,200 levels cannot be denied. Yes, it can achieve these levels. However, these are the levels. This is the zone where we are going to see maximum resistance if it retraces on the upside. And achieving those levels, we can again see a pullback on the downside. Now, on the downside, where to sell? I will recommend you to here at 14,660 levels, but then 14,600, 14,550 are the two strong support levels. Yes, only and only if it is, you see it trading below 14,550, you can expect that further bearishness. 14,500 very strong support, 14,400 the next strong support. Now, and below that 14,300. Now see, achieving this zone, it can possibly show you recovery. So what it will try to do, it can possibly show you drop for a couple of days, or rather show you a sharper drop till for next couple of days, and from the midweek onwards try to retrace, because see, a drop in the beginning of the week will make things more bearish, which will definitely make the indicators oversold, extremely oversold, and from there a little recovery will always just try to cool down the indicators which are oversold. That a little recovery on the upside will try to pull back the indicators to the normal levels, and that it can reduce. So from 14300 again it can bounce back towards 14600 800 zone towards the end of the month, and from those levels again we can expect possibly a drop. So this is why below 14300 is where more bears will take over, and then the downside is open. We can still put 100 points trailing stop loss on the downside and keep short, stay bearish. Take your positions accordingly. Trade accordingly, trade profitably, trade with the stop loss, trade with the trailing stop loss. Do like, share, subscribe, and comment. Do join my mentorship by Signal channel and free Telegram channel. All the links are mentioned in the channel and video description. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading week ahead. Do watch the daily twice a day analysis for more details on the day trading decisions. Thank you very much.